back to the trading desk. That was Ben Huseby. I want to personally thank Ben for coming in. It sounds like a very interesting program that he's working on.
Yeah, Ben's got a lot of passion. I think that comes across very clearly.
Absolutely.
He believes in the sports that he's involved in, and he loves teaching the kids. So, if you've ever thought about getting your kids involved in some of these sports that maybe as a parent you're not that familiar with, this is a way to go. And I'm a big fan of Ben and what
he won me over.
So,
real good.
So Fantasy Finance. What have we got?
Well, last time I was again still staying long the QID, and that's probably worked a little bit in the past couple weeks.
Right.
But we were talking about interest rates. I'm actually starting to get short the long bond, so I'm which you can play through futures. The ZN contract is trading right now about 119 and 24, 30 seconds.
So you're betting the bonds, the long bond's going to go down. It's a 30-year bond.
I'm betting that interest rates actually are going to bounce here a little bit once we get towards the 3 area. Again, we were talking about that 50% retrace from a low of 2 last fall up to a high of 4, and now we're sitting right around 3.1 this morning. So as we get to 3, I would probably again short the long bond, which is betting that interest rates are actually going to rally a little bit. And I'm talking a shorter term, a month to 2 months. I think we will see higher interest rates over the
There's
fall.
There's also an ETF, I think, is it a
TBT.
TBT.
You could use that.
It's short bonds.
Yeah. And I've used that in the past. It's a great proxy for those that don't have access to a futures account.
Right. Okay. The other thing I'm gonna throw up here is another book. If you're interested in options and talking about volatility, my friend Adam Warner's got a new book out actually this week called Options Volatility Trading, and he's a writer for Minionville, and he's got his own website called the Daily Options Report. Check out this book. It's very good if you're interested in options and learning about volatility. And
I think he's also, is it AG Warner?
At AG Warner on Twitter. So if you're interested
Interesting. I follow him. He's interesting.
It's a very good book. It's not a Bible by any sense, but it gives you enough to be dangerous, I think, which is what most retail people are looking at.
Yep.
How about you, Dave? What are you looking at?
I haven't done anything really new from a longer term perspective. I'm still long the dollar with the ETF. Is it UUG? I always forget.
UUP?
UUP. I always forget the ticker. I'm actually long 10-year treasuries, but I've been long them for probably 2 months now. I happen to agree with you, though. I think if we get down to 3, I might take some of the position off. Yeah. But I'm bullish on treasury bonds. I think yields are going lower, but you make a good case. When we get yields down to 3%, might reevaluate my case.
Yours is a longer-term trade. Matt's looking for a short-term, pop in interest rates.
And but
structurally, they might be coming lower if we continue to see deflation. So
and then the only other thing, I'm short gold, but it all dovetails in with being long the dollar.
They're all the same trade.
It's
right?
basically the same trade.
Stuff we've been talking about.
Yeah, and that's the really interesting thing I'm finding right now. On a really short-term basis, I find some stuff, but I haven't found any new kind of macro ideas in the last few weeks. I'm content with what I have.
I think all assets are trading together. I mean, the euro and the if you look at the euro intraday versus the SPOs, it's the same chart.
Well, the other thing too is the average true range on a lot of these assets is just grinding down to nothing.
Just trading is getting more
peaked up a little bit last week. Hopefully, we'll see some growth there. But
what about you, Jesse?
I'm looking at the same stuff. The UUP, I haven't bought it yet. I think if it makes one more lower low, then I might buy some. And I've been, very conservative in the stock market. I think that the SDS, the QID, I think probably still valid for a trade. So I'm kind of looking at the same old stuff. But my pick is a baseball pick. We're getting into the playoffs, and I think I'm picking my Dodgers over the Yankees in the World Series. I love the Dodgers, and I think that I would love to see Joe Torre just take it to his old team.
Yeah,
and just
totally.
Yeah, again, unless you're a New York fan, everybody hates the Yankees. It's kind of like Notre Dame. You're either with them or you're against them. I understand that fully.
Or the Red Wings or any
other
teams you root for.
But I think adding the Joe Torre angle though really kind of would make it a great series.
Yeah.
Great series.
Yeah, I'm happy that the Tigers are trying to play into the playoffs with
the Yankees.
They fell apart
them
though.
Down.
Well, but I hope the Twins win because the Twins are playing. They've won like 20 out of 22, so let the Twins in.
Be interesting playoff season.
Twinkies fans.
You can root for the Lions if the Twins fit.
The lay down sale. Never been an issue for me. I expect losses.
Well, that's all the time we have. For Matt Davio and Dave Floyd, I'm Jesse Felder. Thanks for watching The Trading Desk. You stay classy, Central Oregon.